Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kennel. As always, I'm Selena Alleman.
And I'm Matthew Johnson. Hey. Well, Selena, our New Year's resolution here at the Kennel was for all of us as a cast to come together and work even harder than last semester so that we can produce the best show possible.
Ah, yes, Matthew, and I really think it's going great. Speaking of which, we have a jam-packed show ahead for you all.
We sure do, so let's get right into it.
Along with our regular lineup, this week we have a couple specials to keep you all informed.
Well, let's shoot it on over to Claire, who has some really big games coming up this week.
This is Opelika Sports.
Hi guys, my name is Claire Worth and welcome back to sports. I have some pretty exciting wins to tell you about, so let's get right to it. Starting off with basketball. Girls basketball defeated Ben Russell 50-32 last Friday night, which makes them 2-0 in the area. Way to go, girls. Boys basketball also defeated Ben Russell 50-48 and currently are 1-1 in the area. Both teams played Central on Tuesday, but since this was filmed on Tuesday, I do not have those scores. Tonight, both teams will travel to Lafayette. JV boys start at 4:30. Varsity girls will follow. Also, tomorrow night, the Dogs will host Beauregard here at home with the JV boys starting at 4:30, and varsity girls will follow. We need all of you to come out and support all of the teams. This past Friday, the Wrestling Dogs went to Pell City to compete in the AHSAA 6A Region 3 Duels Tournament. Region 3 6A is Pell City, Oxford, Ben Russell, Russell County, and of course our Black Bulldogs. The duels tourney is when all teams face off against each other. As a team, they finished 4th as they were 1-3 with their victory coming against the Russell County Warriors. So congrats on that win. Individuals who stood out were heavyweight James Dawson, who was 3-0 with 3 pins, Ben Daughtry, who was 4-0 with 3 pins, Tahara Brunson was 2-2 with 2 pins, Jackson Shoemaker was 1-1. All the other wrestling dogs gave great effort. James and Ben were recognized as 6A Region 3 All-Region wrestlers for their respective weight classes. Their next action is Thursday, January 16th. They will host the Central Red Devils and Park Crossing Thunderbirds in Main Street Gym. Wrestling starts at 5:30. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. Have a great day. Good luck to the basketball teams tonight, and go Dogs.
I wish I was as athletic as those people.
Yeah, me too. And being athletic, it's very important, you know, it builds up your stamina, it can be very beneficial to you.
It sure can. It'll let you get away from kidnappers with candy and free Wi-Fi.
Selena, I mean, that's a very good point, but there are actually many other ways that people can get access to you.
This is Josh Schiff.
Is the internet really dangerous? I mean, aren't your parents and teachers just overreacting to the dangers that lurk on the interwebs? Did you know the internet is a series of tubes?
The internet is not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes.
Truthfully, these adult folks in your life have a point. Online threats are real, and that's why today I'm going to show you how to be safe online. Think of me as your online bodyguard with really puny biceps. Don't judge me. All right, look, there are 3 main threats for teens online. So let's deal with the biggest threat first, shall we? The biggest threat to you online, do you know what it is? It's you. You are your biggest threat. Actually, let me be more clear about that. The biggest online threat to you is you posting or uploading something stupid, right? The internet is like a spider web. I mean, what do you think they call it? The World Wide Web. It catches everything, and once it's online, it can be there for years. So that picture of you kissing your dog, there forever. That Facebook update about how much you enjoy the music of Miley Cyrus, sir, there forever. Butterflies fly away, not in my head like yeah, moving my head. So look, being smart about what you say and do online is frankly more than just a good idea. A teenage Burger King employee from Cleveland took a picture of him with his feet in the bin of lettuce they use for burgers. First of all, that's freaking disgusting. He posted it online, you know, thinking anonymously, right? Safe. Nope, wrong. Burger King found out about it, traced the photo back to this dude's phone. Not only was he fired, but BK Corporate fired the entire crew he worked with. every single one of them. I bet that guy's pretty popular now. Now, I know what you're sitting there thinking, Josh, I mean, I don't even work at Burger King. And secondly, I would never, ever put my feet in a bin of lettuce. That is disgusting and bad for the environment. All right, fair enough. But think about this for a second. How much drama is started when people like say and post idiotic stuff online that they would never, ever in a million years say to your face? You know? And how many times have you seen your friends say or post something online that they now regret? Exactly. So to help you protect yourself against yourself, here's a general rule of thumb that might help you. Before you post or upload something, ask yourself this. Would I be cool with my grandma seeing this? You know, would you be cool with your grandma seeing you threaten to beat up that kid you don't like? Would you be cool with your grandma seeing you request the answers for Mrs. Fox's Spanish final? Would you be cool with your grandma seeing you upload that picture of you in front of the bathroom mirror only wearing a sports bra? Honey, put some dang clothes on, good Lord! That's my grandma impersonation. Sorry. So here's a rule. If it passes the grandma filter of approval, then you're good to go. If it doesn't, you probably want to reconsider it. The second thing you need to protect yourself against online are online predators. I mean, the word predator even like sounds, you know, it's just. So if you're chatting online with someone, you need to make sure that you for sure, like 100%, know who they are and never ever give out personal information. If you're going to buy something online, make sure it's a legit site, right? Here's a little saying I've made up for you to help you remember this. Let me see if I can remember it. If it looks scammy, protect your family. That's all right, here it is, for real. Avoid the temptation to give information. You better tweet that right now because there are weirdos and stalkers and crazy people out there that you need to protect yourself from and your friends from. Please do not share your personal information with anyone unless you know for sure they are safe or a legitimate business or organization. Don't take candy from strangers, avoid windowless vans, and remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Now, the last thread is not very popular to talk about, but the fact is that it's true, so I'm going to talk to you about it. Did you know, this is crazy, that 12% of internet websites are pornographic in nature? 12%, I mean, that is messed up. And you need to protect yourself from this stuff. It causes serious psychological and relational harm. The Kaiser Family Foundation did a survey of 1,200 teens, and 70% of them said that they had accidentally stumbled onto porn online. And in a recent survey of college freshmen, 82% they had been exposed to porn by the time they were just 14 years old. So the point is, an unlocked computer is like a loaded gun sitting in your bedroom. You need to protect yourself or eventually you will get shot. It's inevitable. You know, get some filtering software on your computer to protect yourself. I use something called Safe Eyes. There's also something out there called Content Barrier and other programs out there that work for both Mac and PC. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, you know, this, filtering software costs money. Look, it costs like $50 a year. And here's how you make this happen. Go to your parents and tell them, "Dearest mother and father, the World Wide Web is filled with vile stuff like pornography. This filtering software protects me, a young child, innocent in nature, from all of this horrible stuff. Could you buy it for me so I may live a virtuous life and be an upstanding citizen of the interwebs?" If your parents say no to that, your parents are crazy, all right? So there you have it. 3 straightforward boundaries that you can enact in your life to save yourself a lot of heartache and awkward questions in a future job interview.
Wow. I feel like I don't know what all is going on in the world sometimes, let alone what's going on in our own school.
Well, it's a good thing we have people here who do. Here's what's happening with Briley and Marcella.
Hey guys and gals, welcome back to What's Happening. As you all know, I'm Briley Gregory.
And I'm Marcella Thornton. And I really missed y'all over the break. And I also miss our nice, comfortable chairs.
Yeah, I guess budget cuts happen to the best of us.
Speaking of budget cuts, where's Ryan?
Good question.
Well, while we try to find Ryan, make sure you go find something on your own to submit to Perspectives. The extended deadline is the 14th of February.
And if you're looking to buy one of these magazines, pre-orders begin next week. The magazines are selling $7 and you must pay up front.
During this entire week, if you live in Alabama, you can apply to Auburn for free by going to auburn.edu/apply. Just use the code TIGERS2020.
But what if I live in Rhode Island, but I still want to go to Auburn?
Well, I guess you just need to cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Oh, well, okay. And remember, all you Diamond Darlings, your meeting has been changed to this afternoon right after school.
And all you girls and guys out there wanting to participate in Mr. and Mrs. OHS pageant, it will be held February 23rd at 4 p.m. in the OPAC. If you are interested in being in the pageant, the interest meeting will be held in room 278 at 7:30 and 3:30 on Thursday, January 23rd. Applications are due February 7th by 4 p.m.
Juniors and seniors interested in a career in government, politics, or law who would like to participate in an internship should see members of guidance or Miss Hannah, the job coach, for details for the application link. Students in 11th and 12th grade will now be able to work as a poll worker for the upcoming elections this year. The elections in Alabama will start in March, so applications for the internship needed to be submitted by the end of January.
Qualifications for this program are that students will need to have a letter of recommendation from their principal or other school official. There must be at least 16 years old and a resident of the county/city, as well as we all be enrolled in public school or accredited private high school.
And remember, students participating in this unpaid internship will be excused from school according to Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill.
Also, today during lunch, there will be a military fair representatives from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Army National Guard, Air Force National Guard, and the City of Auburn Student Firefighter Program will be here to talk to students interested in careers in these areas. They will be set up on Main Street right outside the cafeteria. Please make plans to stop by and visit these men and women about military and public safety career options.
Also, tryouts for the Oak High Spirit of the South Dance Line will be held Friday, February 7th at 4 p.m. The tryout clinic days will be Monday, February 3rd through Thursday, February 6th from 3:45 to 5:30. Please sign up outside Ms. Gilson's door, room 220, or the sign-up sheet out near the lunchroom before February 3rd in order to try out. There will be an interest meeting for anyone interested in trying out for the dance line on Thursday, today, January 23rd at 6 p.m. in room 220. Please attend if at all possible.
Well, there's a lot of things happening around OHS.
Yeah, that's for sure. And honestly, it's making me kind of hungry.
Well, good thing we know what's for lunch. Today's lunch is spaghetti or hamburger steak with mashed potatoes, black-eyed peas, and breadsticks.
And tomorrow's lunch is pizza with lima beans and potatoes.
Well, hopefully next week we will have our chairs back.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, for now we'll send it back to Selena and Matt.
We hope everyone has a great day and a wonderful 3-day weekend.
Bye,
guys.
Well, we have some really exciting news that we've been dying to tell you all.
Ah, yes. Now, here at the Kennel, Tinson and I have been working on a very special way for you all to keep up with every single episode of the Kennel on demand. Tinson, show them what we've got.
Welcome to the Kennel's official subscription service. Today's sponsor is Kennel Plus. Have you ever wanted to view any Kennel episode anytime, anywhere? Well, now you can, for just a small fee of $69.99 a month, plus process shipping and handling. With this subscription, you can view all the episodes of the Kennel in the same, but better, quality you could for free on YouTube at Opelika Video Production. You can also get one free high five from any cast or crew member while supplies last. Don't wait. Call now at 1-800-739-856-722-140. Call now.
I don't know if that was Denson, but, you know, the streaming service looks familiar.
Well, streaming is a fairly new thing, but in fact, good old Mr. Shirley remembers what happened even before streaming, in the age of the DVD. the VHS, the floppy disk.
Floppy
Here he
disk.
is in Shirley's History Facts.
Shirley's History Facts. What's this fact of the week gonna be?
On this date in history, in 1493, Christopher Columbus set sail from Spain, headed to, well, he thought he was going to China, but he ended up in the New World.
Shirley's History Facts. History Facts.
Matthew, this has been a pretty complete show so far, but I still feel like we're forgetting something.
Well, Selena, there's only one man who can round out our knowledge. Here is Ellis Royal with 31 seconds.
This week in world news, Iran's judiciary said Tuesday that it had arrested an undisclosed number of suspects involved in the accidental downing of a Ukrainian passenger plane that killed all 176 aboard last week. Next up, Libya's warring leaders made some progress in an indirect peace talks in Moscow on Monday, but failed to agree on an open-ended ceasefire to end a 9-month war over the capital Tripoli. Mediators from Russia and Turkey urged the rivals to sign a binding truce and pave the way for a settlement that would stabilize the North African country. Finally, Yamaha Corporation has warned people not to try and squeeze inside musical instrument cases after all.
You failed.
Will he ever make it?
Maybe one day. But for now, that's all we have for you all today. For all of us, except for Tidwell, here at the Kennel,
Have a great week.
Go Dogs.
And treat people with kindness.
Thank you.